So I'm going to start first policy and then want to tell you about concurrency and concurrency factors. So, before I want to start with story talent with me recently. So I was spoke with my loved wife and she had a message. She's hardly just on the phone. At that time I decided to ask her a question. I got no response at the time. I knew what was going on, so I just decided to wait a bit more. But later, she got a phone call, so she handled it, got back message, and at the very last thing that she replied my question. Well, I had already seen about it very well. I can ask questions, then a few minutes after, I already forgot that I asked whoever an answer, and it's really funny. And at the same time, I want to remind you that all this was happening while we were working. So you can probably already see or sense some currency here, and staking currency uses words in the brought in as a concurrency, as the ability of the system to run multiple tasks simultaneously or subtasks, not deep debate into what happened here. So I categorized activities into two processes, schedule-wise, so they were happening in parallel. And to bring some terminology, we can say that as an analogy for multiprocessing. So hence, different multiple CD cores were used to execute tasks in parallel, so the parallel. Now if we look closer at the charting, you can remember that there are different activities there, like transferring phone call, facility, and so on, but within the same process. So to continue the analogy, we just say that that's an example of multitasking. So using a single CPU for to run tasks concurrently. I also want to emphasize the difference between the phone call and my question. So what happened to this phone call? She got a phone call and she was thrilled, right? On contrast with my question, she handled late. So for a phone call, you may say there's a level of preemptive multitasking, but basically, it is decided for the task once you give out control. Second type is the appropriate multitasking, when a task can decide what you want to control. Now let's cover how those Python. So to start with multiprocessing. We use counter type library multiprocessing for that, and you can guess that it allows us to use multiple CPU cores to run tasks simultaneously. But what also does that? So each process runs through separately, and it has its uses own copy of memory space, and also Go. I put an asterisk here for Go because it has a talk I was Go earlier today, which I'm gonna also did cover later, but for now as a standard, and given that is gonna be a default option in Python for Concurrency, let's pretend that it's still alive and we need it. What else? What processes? Well, creating process itself is, well, resource-dense operation, as well as, if, of course, it's need to communicate processes, shares data that is also not easy in the G. Just to do your colleague Galu, as it has a feeling. So I calculated for toilias for simple tasks. I'm creating pools for processes and later in market available resources give a pool to 4 tasks in this. So, well, just ends up. So let's go about this and start with preemptive multitasking. in Python, where standard quality spreading in a gas that it uses stress underneath to the dust. And what we already heard today that as redshirt state and also region sport as the followership, and to go back to my sport even white. So with the reference we have full as a shared resource, but just to see full on circle to nest, which is nice. Comparing that allow me to phones to Androids to different tasks. That's nice, and with the use of the analogy to compare to most process. But yeah, going back to the same full. I remember that she was interrupted by, of course, in my JavaScript cycle to traffic answer, but anyway, her attention was for services, right? So what happens in real life? Okay, that's kind of like in Python. Operational systems vocabulary is responsible for controlling switching tasks, which is good thing for us because writing code you need to care about switching tasks. But as we already see today, it may be not the best moment of our trusted institution when it switch has to receive receivers who can also face that was a straight. Without deeper dive into these problems, let's just see that implementing straight approach requires us to be considerable about stress safety. And yeah, again, we told you the same one of this tutorial. I not even spread quite gradually or using concurrent features. It is just nice interface which you describe your interviews. I could just make a code build very similar and but basically remember the difference as a type pretty a pool of threads but the processes other results that looks pretty much the same. And the third type Spadass operates multitask while in Python you can start with underclass and CPU. And building one last time to my story, my wife. And a developer with my questions, so she decided to answer later because she was the CST and the SS task. When I say was people control, so it takes first that she switched to one question. So people to say happens with corporate casting. In a single library specifically, there is an event pool called a issue. Basically just manages to switch the types, but it cannot do that with task willingly allowed to control in a very simple explanation. So that how it differs from straight. And also what is really worried with the task switching, it is very lightweight and fixed operation. Sounds good, right? So far, but problem is that it's basically the dish is different or how the project to go. Again, what you dash as a name portrays multifasting. It seems that whatever tasks you run within your method supposed to cooperate, which sounds easy, but first, if assume you have a good data, right? You cannot just rewrite for us easily. If you want to have the run it as the same, you want to make sure that there is not a single working task which basically object discussion. And looking at code, that's different example that just makes access to calculate factorial simply. So this example fetches just this few websites, and you may see that they already introduced assumes and await keywords to basically apply in this code, but what is also for that trying to choose the request for URL boot library, which, well, how we use a non-example and uses dedicated library IOHTTP, which is synchronous, so I can make synchronous requests. So hence, it's not only about methods, it's all of it, the tools they're using. Tools are all stability with in-node logic. So, and also was my colorize of best rubrics for less T for me, T book, but as always there's trickles. Now let's talk about fast size moving was geospace channel. So there undergoes two task types. First, zero. Well, zero program mostly use any zero patients as ago to be the issues that's in this process. Upon us we had input of eval parts where programs have most of the double rated Liverpool or for some registry, for example, Apple Halls, this family as well. And what can be our storage in general here for active. So for CD-BAP, we are already utilizing CD health. Well, so there is just the state time train. How? Okay, so gonna move to a bit later. I guess you will answer. For Java, there is different. We are underutilizing CPU, so there is just to make effect with just idle time. So what we can do Python, force multiprocess, we can just bring more CPU power, use more CPUs, or now we can use Swiss ready, eat to the will. For AOL, we're getting the good idea that the user is ready or the scene build. Now go to the few benchmarks. An HTML build cheap short tool because it's very simple. It looks quite the same, but that's also examples and just the connection and then nowheres like this. So to start with, no feedback as example. So all serious thread implementation. And why is the cloud? It took 2 seconds, even the parameters used. Then if you look at threading, now the prior looks today into it a bit more because the fact that with my thread implementation is limited to the thread. So probably difference. But it makes sense. It's rough, but just for say with the build I got a year, but yeah, the fact really just the last thread. And then it gets other unswitched call processing where we have all cores, so of course we're getting 410 benefits around like a 4 cores. Yeah, so this is of course. For this is and I also added this respect items resourcing, which in my case was a faster than outcome efficient. I don't know if switch extracts are faster than cost of the processes. That was of course debug. But now if you look at the I/O bound, Zango was ready without details. Regraph collection and Zango just fetch a few web pages with a fee. Now the currents of course drops to value because the double is 1 by 1. Then all other, well, not exactly the same, but more or less the same range. I think our better bit out across the sea and free threaded, well, gap, our head costs are also here, but enough to put transparent here. But there's a how I get some actual faction and feta separate normal. I call it wax shadowbug scale. I just increased the number of 80 set faction to 100. And yeah, ERC is much faster, while GGL's basically just scar down quality all the pages and just flare extra calls. While it's ready, I'm limited to the number of threads I run. But again, I'm not going to transfer here because I was agents but I go output just 4 threads. Natural question what happens if I increase number of threads. I did that. So I went up to 100 for case threads, just I was allowing for 28 websites. So we had about threads, but you may see that I think Tails took performs like 30-40% better, but because you can imagine having on my Friday spread is not perfect, but still very good. So just with the example, you may see your number of threads which can give the big results. It's not going to help with some processes, multi-processing of course, but that's the main idea. Now I have one slide, hydrogen flavors. So again, it was spiced today already. Anyway, so what is Python? This is just language with species, and flavors are different limitations. In this talk, before previous slides, I was using Python, but in reality, I meant C Python, and probably whatever we are seeing Python, we all see C Python right before. Well, this is a stable implementation we all using by default probably. It's written in C, it is with the tail for now. And it has all these C extensions forced to that block, which is nice. It's nice to have. But that's how they all. So there are other like, yes, we're talking the PyPy or Jython, Archive, and so on. And I want to look a bit closer at PyPy specifically. It is written in Python. It also has Jill. It includes the bridge to say what makes it faster. Let's say that as I had answers in the latest Python Jit is all 600. So that's the platform rate to pay, but yeah, here is the timing here. But without saying well, and run all those extensions, but how effective it would be, well, don't really. But again, I know catcher, so we use this very brand fresh CPython's resource and have heard PyPy through that pathway or something. Well, the Python like embedded behind Python. So if you really want to use all the new features, I believe I will try to say that which to least 3 letters. So yeah, shooting is forward. But it is this example. I might go from Python like twice. But again, this is a very specific case. I quite speak with Warbra, XP computations. But similar to the examples with earlier, like spray, it's really hard to predict whatever you introduce, and now if you want to produce the extension, how the performance would be. So it's a good tool for some, it's advantageous. And to try to summarize all I said, the question is, what do you build? Well, there is also revolve. And what would you do to start from identifying carbon database, like whether CPU bound or feature bound code? Of course, I realized it is much area codes. For instance, the same example with data costs felt on data widespread, right? So where function data is bad, probably we're doing this for reason. Probably want to process it later. Probably it can be a CPU stop split and so on. So how to do that work? Go to separate it, go to hard bytes call. So yeah, the point here is to realize this complex is not easy. But anyway, so what do I do to find task? We can think out multi-processing part, candidasting, within loss-dasting, we can think what's best for us. Do we want to use as is right say we want to do fast as that, or do we want to have a CKR? What are our constraints? I don't have a future build case, so you need to write all this stuff from now. And it is neat for the niche case. Now without build, like to build. But in music, we can try not to use it. As that yet, you need a very fresh Python specific file free. But from my experience, it's a corporate variant. It's not always the case, but that's the last and so on. As a few count, well, it's great. After all, Python, as it's first because there are some edit tons of it, but to be honest, because those had calculation or I don't think other tasks, maybe you can pursue or any other flavor. And while there, do you really want to work piracy? You want to have all this overhead? Is it worth the effort? Maybe happen now that the other friends once a week, so see how lots per time, yes, so free. Anyway, I cooperate partially with tracks or different seats and tools, and I wish you a good one until active. And since happy, she had questions of the lectures.
Yes. So the first question is, how would you measure the tires wearing the contract? Will I walk and not as a new tire? What do you use on Concurrency?
It wasn't very auspicious economy running with like toss of time. I took
Use so that the time out still pursues for this? What's to for time measurement?
just a simple time library. Not the next fast. I heard that they used some that I can still refuse with that and library that to work with Spain, but after all, he said just to be a sequel at time measurement.
On certain website, begin to notice, I noticed that a CPO performed better than 30 on honor of your examples. Yeah, which one? Everywhere. I am that shop, yeah. So I wanted to know whether you when everybody is better to use. It's better everywhere, yeah.
Well, we're not talking about freeze threading, which is better. In terms of performance, I would say, from my experience, it's hard to find an example when threading is better. But if we're at about the scale, but we just EKL is really good with switching tasks and context. So, but a lot of examples where you can see the very similar performance goodness really as EKL, and it comes possibly for the trade-offs you want to have. Do you want to deal with spread safe approach, or you want to now call with asynchronous stuff to Yahoo? Does this answer your question?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Elements. Okay. Thank you.